She's out of my league. I'm coming up with a plan. I'm gonna change the way I strut my stuff. I'm gonna be a new man. I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna plead. I'm just gonna give her something she needs. I'll make her homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine tonight. The world is changing and there's no way out. We're spinning out of control. Turning in the widening gyre. The center cannot hold, which is why, do or die, there's only one thing left for me to try, and that's homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'm gonna make her mine tonight. Welcome to your life, I trust you will be opportunities and endless possibilities around you. Visions of a world that once was beautiful, but now has failed to meet up to our expectations. We are only prisoners in time. She called me up in the middle of the day. She had to turn me down. At first I wanted just to throw it all away, but then I turned it around. I took out the milk, grabbed some ice. Nobody else can tell you what to do with your life. You gotta meet the world face to face. I'm gonna make this a better place with my homemade ice cream. Ice, milk, and sugar, and you shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'll have a good time with my homemade ice cream.
Now we basically just want to crush
Ice, milk, and
ice up a
sugar,
little
and you
bit.
shake it all up and make the homemade ice cream. Berries on top, and I'll have a good time with my homemade ice cream.
Okay, so let's just shake this up for about
Ice,
5
milk, and
minutes.
sugar, and you
Actually,
shake
pretty
it
good
all
exercise.
up and make the homemade ice cream.
Now we can put whatever toppings on there that we have
Berries on
handy. I've
top,
got some
and I'm
almonds.
gonna have a good time. Homemade ice cream.
Jake was driving on a bridge one night. He saw a lady taking her own life. But first she handed him a box and said, "You've got to give this to Dr. Wilson. From that day forward, Jake was traumatized. He knew somehow he had to make things right. And so he wanders helping people in need, and he goes by the name of the Highwayman. Highwayman, keep on doing the best you can, helping people all across the land. I love you, Highwayman. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Check. Fucking construction people, man. Computer, what time is it? Computer, volume 10. Computer, what time is it?
Right now, it's 10:59 a.m.
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to pour myself a little cup of joe. Whew. Whew. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen. Today, I thought we'd do something a little different. I'm going to be just going through a typical morning routine of mine where I just want to make a quick breakfast on the go. I don't want to put a lot of thought into it. It's probably some of the techniques you've seen me use before, maybe in some of my instructional videos, but kick back and watch how I do it, a professional chef. This is Henry's Kitchen, the live chat, the streaming version where we get to look at things that you're saying during the stream and respond to them and talk about it. I know a lot of you have a lot of problems with cooking or with just life in general, and sometimes it feels good to sort of bounce that off on a chef to see what their response is, or even if you don't care what their response is, sometimes it feels better just to say things out loud. For example, Lady Dina says, hey, right back to you, Lady Dina. Thanks for joining us today. Butt Smasher Masher says, hi, Henry. Hey, Butt Smasher Masher. Thanks for joining us today. Guitar Joe says, Lady Dina has gifted a tier 1 sub to Lady Dina. Thank you, Guitar Joe. And thanks, Gumme Cande, who I believe Gumme Cande is the one who gave us this beautiful background from the upstate New York or northeast region of the United States. Thank you so much. And Eclipse Producer has subscribed. Radmite says, hey, Harley. It's actually Henry. Glad to see you live again.
I'm watching your stream with my grandma today. Please watch the language for next few hours. Thanks, Chef. Yeah, absolutely, Radmite. I certainly will. I understand. A lot of times we're trying to take in content nowadays, especially if you watch the cable TV, HBO, and this kind of thing, where you'll see people say fuck and shit for no reason. Those are subscription based channels, so I guess they can get away with it. But network TV, I don't think you normally can. And then we're on Twitch, so we actually can say fucking shit. But I'll try to restrain myself from using those terms. But I will say that profanity is very important in the kitchen because it's sort of a catharsis. But I've talked about that. Pop Tart Eater 47 has gifted a tier 1 sub to Kelpie. Thank you so much for doing that. And Gay Options has rated us. Thank you very much, Gay Options. And Bradford Bartos, my buddy from St. Louis, we hung out and had a beer after my show at the Blue Strawberry, and that was a fond memory, along with having a beer with a lot of people and then receiving a beautiful gift from Shouting Tom. And so many of you were there, and it's just a great memory. Good to see you on here, Bradford. And thanks, Eclipse Producer, Ladies Laid, Guitar Joe, Butt Smasher Masher, Gumme Candy says, I hope you had a wonderful vacation, Henry. Prague. And got the rest you needed. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit. Decompression is a very, very important thing. No matter how hard you work, you need to decompress. I was reading about this, and that actually makes you more productive when you return. So thank you very much for your patience while I was decompressing. I did find out that I have to go to a wedding this weekend, so I won't be able to stream on Sunday, but I will be back Monday, and I'll try to do a makeup. So there's a little bit more decompressing to be had here, but it makes it that much more exciting when you come back to work because you've decompressed. Frankie Ranky says, congrats on the marriage. No, I'm not the one getting married, but I appreciate that nonetheless. Radmite says, did Henry say he was depressing? No, I was decompressing. Puppy Dog 6 says, Henry, are you a fan of decompression software for optimizing hard disk drives? I don't really know much about that, but maybe that's where the term comes from. I know there's a fucking, sorry, Grandma, this construction work that's happening out there is going to drive me absolutely batshit today. It's going to be so difficult for me to concentrate because I have ADHD and it's already bad. But speaking of ADHD, let's look at our dog here, Brisket, who's the pro-temporary mascot here at Henry's Kitchen. Brisket hiding the face behind a blanket, which doesn't do me a lot of good. The whole point of having cute animals on your show is so that people can go, oh, that's adorable, but all we see is basically half an ass and a couple of weird ears sticking up. That's not going to get viewers. So anyway, hopefully we'll see a little bit more. We've got more to go through. Butt Burf Tug says, I think we all hide our faces sometimes. We sure do. And let me go ahead and continue down here because I know there's more. Fat Honger, thank you so much for your subscription. And Bert Bufftug says, chat, if you ever get locked out of your house, just speak calmly to the lock. After all, they say communication is key. Okay, so that's something that maybe nowadays they have voice-activated locks, and maybe there's a correct way to do that. Thanks, Bert Bufftug, for your subscription. And Mimsy Coon, good to see you, Mimsy Coon, subscribing at the tier 3 level. Thank you so much, Mimsy Coon, and good to see you, and hope you're doing well. Pop-Tart Eater 47 says, go Henry. Hey, go right back yourself, poor Pop-Tart Eater 47. Thanks for joining us. And Maui Girl 45 says, love you. Hey, love you right back, Maui Girl 45. And Lady Dina just cheered 22 bits. Official Shitter says, I thought the construction was brisket snoring. No, as a matter of fact, I'm surprised most dogs go crazy when they hear construction, but apparently it's just me doing that here. Lucas 9990123 says, how old was roast beef? Roast beef was 21 when he passed. Lived a very long, good life and was a good man. Gnarly Narwhals says, did you get a haircut? Looking sharp. Thank you. I put hair dye. It's called Just for Men, number 15, I believe. And to be honest with you, it's a little jarring every time I look in the mirror because I don't recognize it. It says, for best results, use the whole fucking bottle. That's not the way they write it in the directions. Or maybe it is, I don't know. But either way, I use the whole fucking bottle, and it's a lot. It doesn't look bad on camera. I mean, it looks okay, but in person, it's very jarring. I look like one of those guys in Las Vegas at the slot machine, trying to fool everybody with his not gray hair, and it doesn't work. Okay. What else do we got here? I think we've gone through those. That road construction, man. Are you enjoying a coffee? I sure am. Lady Dina asks if I'm streaming next Wednesday. Yes, I will be, absolutely. And we're going to get more regular on Wednesday and going forward. I don't like to cancel, but it was really difficult to cancel where I was. Roach Swallower, Henry, I'm really glad you took a vacation to rejuvenate, and I hope you're well. Thanks, Roach Swallower. I appreciate it. I'm okay. The road construction's bothering me. Also, I don't know how this happened, but there's a particular light that seems to shine exactly on the bald part of my head. And I don't mind that I'm going bald. It's fine. I'm 56 years old. You kind of expect it. But I don't know why we have to have a fucking spotlight just literally highlighting that one part. Like, why wouldn't it be here? And the light moves wherever my head goes. Why does it do that? Is there a guy up there with a spotlight going, let's just put it right on his bald spot? Like, it literally moves with me. Anyway, I'm sorry. So that's the only thing I'm a little bit upset about. Fuju Posu Gnoju says, at least it's not highlighting your bald wait, sorry, it scrolled by. At least it's not highlighting your hair dye. Yes, we wouldn't want that. Why would we ever want to highlight the hair that I have on top of my head? Mr. Donowall says, do you make good oatmeal? I do. I use the instant kind, so it's not really making, it's more, I guess, preparing. Spaded One McDysentery says, well, I think your bald spot looks nice. Well, that's very nice of you, Spaded One McDysentery. I appreciate that because it's definitely being highlighted. It's kind of the star of the show here today. Okay, we're going to have to do a song. WTube6 says 56, you don't look a day over 30. Well, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. This opening picture, I think, was when I was 40. Maybe I was 42, 41. But I don't know. There comes a time when you just realize, look, there's movie stars and people that are, gifted in the physical appearance. And then there's chefs. The Chunks says, I feel like white hair creates quite a distinguished look and adds an air of quiet wisdom. I agree, The Chunks. The problem I had with the white hair, and especially if I grew out the beard and it was white, is it made me look like I was very close to the end of my life. And I just don't know why we would want to do that. Spaded One McDysentery says, we can't all be John Stamos. You're absolutely right. John Stamos was gifted in that department. And if we were all John Stamos, you know what? Actually, I was going to say that would be weird, but actually, it would probably be a better place. I can honestly say I think that. I don't think he's ever had a scandal. I have no beef with John Stamos. Lucas 9990123 says, "Are you married? Because my grandmother likes you." Thanks, Lucas. I'm going to plead the fifth, let's just say. And Dark Ages says, "If you grow your white beard out, enough people might confuse you with a wizard." That would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool in a way. And I could walk around with maybe a staff. Is that what you're saying? And maybe like a giant robe and a hat? Shadowy Stranger says, "If we all were John Stamos would sue us for identity theft." Yeah. Or he might just be like, "Look, I've already got so much money. I've had a good run. I think I could probably just let this one slide." The Chow Daddy says, "I got a staff you can walk around with right here, hanging." Wow. That's so you walk around with a staff? Quanto says, "Hey Henry, have you seen The Odyssey?" Yes, I have seen The Odyssey. I thought it was a wonderful movie. There was a whole lot of great special effects and all that stuff. I will say it wasn't very true to the original epic poem by Homer. Quanto says, "You ought to see D's nuts." You ought to see D's nuts. Okay, yeah. All right. Looks like once again I've been subjected to some type of verbal hijinks here. I thought you were trying to make conversation with me about the movie. Look, I can take a joke just as much as the next guy, but I will say that if we do a constant onslaught of these types of jokes at my expense, it makes it harder for me to do what I do, which is to teach you how to cook. Choppa, where are you? I wish Henry was in Odyssey. That would be pretty cool. If we did that. Jimmy Cheeseball says, "What are you cooking today?" Oh, well, you could call it cooking. I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to be honest with you here. And I don't know quite how to say this, but I've been working very hard on my Patreon video, which is due by the end of the month. I might be dropping it a little bit early this time around. It was a breakfast McSandwich, similar to the one that we made on the last stream. But I made a sort of a turkey meatball patty situation. And I may not have cooked the cartoned eggs quite enough. And I definitely overcooked the Thomas's English muffin, which I don't think is bad for you. And I used some mayonnaise that I didn't check the expiration date. There is no expiration date on this mayonnaise. And so I ate it because I was starving and I didn't feel well afterward. I started getting a real rotting feeling in my stomach. Like there was just a big 10-pound bowling ball, if a bowling ball could rot, if it were organic. Yeah, it was not good. And I went to bed. I took a couple of Tums and I woke up this morning and still didn't feel very good. So it made me depressed because I was thinking that maybe I'm not good at this cooking thing after all. But either way, I wanted to go easy on myself. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the final Thomas's English muffin from this package and just some peanut butter and jelly. And we're going to make a toasted Thomas's English muffin peanut butter jelly sandwich. But I'll be able to show you some of my techniques, like the European slicing technique, the hand clapping, joining of the two pieces of bread and all that stuff. So So yeah, I'm not gonna fuck this one up. I don't feel good.
Okay.
What? Purple Donut Filling is Fruit just subscribed at the tier 3 level and said, holy shit. Okay, well, thank you very much. Purple Donut Filling is Fruit. That's very kind of you. And there is a link to the Patreon right there that Beelzebub so nicely just posted, and that way you'll be able to see the video when it comes out. Okay. Also, I want to make sure everybody's aware I am officially touring in September. You can see on henryphillips.com or henrys.kitchen. If you go to the tour date section, you can see that I have a show in Illinois, a couple hours south of Chicago. I guess it would be east of St. Louis. And it's in a place called Mohammed, Illinois. And come on down. We always have a lot of fun there. I've never been to this particular venue, but I think it's going to be a good time. Guitar Joe says, lucky Illinois bastards. Hey, I know you're in Europe, I believe, but hop on a plane and come on out and see us. I know that's a lot to ask. Puppy Dog 6 says, Henry, could you please come on tour in the UK? I really want to. I did a 38 city tour there back in 2012, but I really didn't have a lot going on. That was only a year after the cooking situation. Shadowy Stranger has an excellent question. Do we need eggs or nutmeg for this recipe, Henry? No, we do not. We do not need eggs, and I don't want to eat more egg shit from a carton and put it in my body because I think that might be what's bothering me. No offense to the people that make that stuff. Jimmy Cheeseball says, do you still post cooking videos on YouTube? Yeah, I put them on Patreon. Every now and then I'll put one out on YouTube for the public just to let people know I'm still alive. But I do one a month on Patreon. I might post this one on YouTube publicly because I do want people to see it. So I do that from time to time. Palpable Poop says, should I have preheated my oven for this recipe? No. This is going to be by a toaster. Okay, Maui Girl 45 says, did you get explosive diarrhea yet? Not yet. Although I don't really eat at Taco Bell, and that's probably one of the reasons. I think way before the Cyclospora situation, those types of high fatty foods would trigger my irritable bowels. Foodschu Poku Gochu says you can turn the oven on if the weather is cold where you are. Yeah, but it's not. It's actually very hot. eman135794 says, I love all the YouTube vids, Henry. I watch them with my friends in class all year. Wow, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Eman. And Bert Bufftug says, hey, since we have a few grandparents watching, I thought I'd give some fun grandparents facts. In 2012, Mountain Dew conducted a naming contest for a new flavor of the 10 most voted options. 6 of them were Gushing Granny, that's with the apostrophe, Granny's Squirt, Gushin' Grannies, Gooshing Granny, and Gushing Green Granny. Hope this helps. It does help, Bert Bufftug. Thank you very much for that. Mountain Dew trivia. Radmite says, Henry, controversial question, but do you wash your hands after you shit? I don't always, and I think that's just because I feel like that's sort of an insult to my body in a weird way, you know? What if I shook your hands and went immediately, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go wash my hands. No offense to you. I don't think that it's fair that we treat our bodies with that kind of disrespect. But you can wash them privately after so that your ass doesn't know. Okay, the Chow Daddy says, you ever eat and shit at the same time? Wow, we're really getting into some subject matter here. No, I never really did that, the Chow Daddy, but I am aware of this old expression about "don't shit where you eat" is what the expression is. But it sounds like you're doing it literally. Giant Butt Toy says, "Can you please do another gym video?" Yeah, one day I will. Hey, Beanie Bobini just gifted Roach Swallower a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for doing that. Beanie Bobini, of course, is our intern. Love to see that kind of positivity and generosity. That's very nice of you, Beanie Bobini. Okay, let's go ahead and do a song here. Let's turn on the reverb. Check, 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me? Okay. We have some requests. We have a request. Okay, Beelzebub is famously a very big Tom Waits fan, and I didn't get a chance to learn the song that she requested, Ice Cream Man, but it's a great song, and we will do that one. Capacious T wanted to hear this one, which I actually do know. We might have done it on here, but it's a beautiful song. So I'm going to do Capacious T's request for a Tom Waits song called Time. Computer, when did Tom Waits write the song Time?
Tom Waits wrote Time in 1985. It was recorded that year and dropped on September 30th, 1985.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. I think it's cool that you're always there for me.
That's really nice of you to say. I'm designed to be here whenever you need help, so I'm glad that comes through.
Can I just ask a question? Okay. Let's go ahead and do this song. Boy, that road construction is gonna drive me batshit nuts. Okay, this is a song called Time from the album Rain Dogs. Computer, when did the album Rain Dogs come out?
Tom Waits' Rain Dogs dropped on September 30th, 1985.
Oh, of course.
Want to know more about what inspired that album?
No, thank you.
Sounds good.
Nihilist Life says, I'd make the computer voice female. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I don't know. There's something about this that's kind of amusing to me. All right, let's see here. This is a this is a waltz. For the music lovers out there. It's also out of tune. The smart money's on Harlem, and the moon is in the street, and the shadow boys are breaking all the laws. And you're east of East St. Louis. That's where I'm doing my show. Wow. And the wind is making speeches, and the rain. I mean, technically New York is east of East St. Louis, so. And the rain sounds like a round of applause. Napoleon is weeping in the carnival saloon, and his invisible fiance's in the mirror. And the band is going home. It's raining hammers, it's raining nails. It's true, there's nothing left for him down there. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time. Okay, I'm gonna try to bring this over more so I can see it. And they
all pretend they're orphans, and their memory is like a train. You can see it getting smaller as it pulls away. And the things you can't remember tell the things you can't forget. That history puts a saint in every dream. Well, she said she'd stick around until the bandages come off. But these mama's boys just don't know when to quit. And Matilda asked the sailors, are those dreams or are they prayers? So close your eyes, son, this won't hurt a bit. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time. Scrolling. Well, things are pretty lousy for a calendar girl. The boys just dive right off the cars and splash into the street. And when they're on a roll, she pulls a razor from her boot. And 1,000 pigeons fall around her feet. So put a candle in the window and a kiss upon his lips as the dish outside the window fills with rain. Just like a stranger with the weeds in your heart. And pay the fiddler off till I come back again. And it's time, time, time. Yeah, it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time. Time, time, time. And it's time, time, time. And it's time, time, time that you love. And it's time, time, time.
Okay, Kalamazoo Dog says, happy 4-year anniversary. Sorry I forgot to get you a gift. Thanks for the song. Hey, thanks, Kalamazoo Dog. Is it our 4-year anniversary? Oh my God, time is flying. Thanks for resubscribing. Radmite says, Henry, that toxic egg sickness has got your voice sounding smooth today. Ooh, that's nice to hear. Thanks, Beelzebub. Thanks so much. E-Man says, your voice is beautiful. Thanks. I was trying to channel our old friend Tom Waits, friend of Henry's Kitchen. I'm just kidding. I wish he was, but... Boner of a Lonely Fart says, you could always ask those construction workers what they're building over there. What's he building over there? Yeah, that's a good... I should ask them that. The construction workers next door and I are always getting in a heated argument about which one of us is more pissed off about the noise. And it's usually after my songs. Beastie Brew says, since your last stream, I've been microwaving tons of egg whites. Well, this time I put it in the air fryer, and that didn't work out very well. Dandyface94 says, thank God you're back, Henry. I'm fucking starving. Sorry I'm late, but it took me a while to find the energy to get up off the floor. It's a challenge, right? It's very challenging to just get up in the morning. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and... hey, I want to do something different here. A lot of you guys know Achilles. Achilles is the animator and drawer extraordinaire, and also cannabis cookie maker. And we did a video a couple of years ago of making cannabis cookies together. Well, Achilles put together, and this was a while ago, but it never really saw the light of day. But I want to show it now. It's a pretty cool video. It's an animated video. Let's see, how can I do this? Make sure it's not echoey. About Jose Suicidio, the artist, if he had his own piano bar, and there's a character that may or may not be based on me. as well. And I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. Hold on.
It's nobody's birthday. Don't light a candle on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. It was just a big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. No need to uncork the wine. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but mine.
Hey, Cecily, how's it going?
Hey, Henry, how are you?
Doing good. You know what? Saturday's my birthday.
Oh.
And I was going to have a party, and I was wondering if you wanted to come.
Oh, you said Saturday?
Yeah.
That's what, okay. You know what? My sister is going to have a baby at some point,
Oh.
and I feel like I just kind of
I
need to
see.
be there for her, so I just
Oh,
don't think I can make it.
that's
I'm so
too
sorry.
bad.
You know, sometimes there's weather, and if it rains and the car kind of just like it skids along a little bit, I don't know. So I just have to be there for her, I think. You know?
I see.
I'm so sorry.
It's too bad.
It's nobody's birthday. No tail on the donkey today. No need to celebrate being alive when your dreams get stolen away. It's nobody's birthday, so leave the party hats behind. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but mine.
Hey, Patrick, what's up, man?
Hey, Henry, good to see you.
Yeah, hey, Saturday night's my birthday. So, I was thinking about having a party. I don't know if you want to drop by.
Yeah, I might be having car trouble on Saturday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, the mechanic I use is all the way across town.
Across town from where?
From wherever you're going to be?
Oh, but we're in the same building.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, who knows what traffic's going to be like. Yeah, so.
Yeah, okay.
But maybe next year.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Good. How are you, buddy?
Doing good. Hey, listen, Saturday is my birthday.
Wow, happy birthday.
Thanks, yeah, and I'm having a party.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really like it if you could make it.
Saturday?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm playing racquetball
Oh,
all day.
when?
Just during all of the day.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
well,
tournament.
The party's at night, so you could probably play racquetball and then come after.
Yeah, normally, but I have a haircut after it.
After racquetball?
Up there with them. They cut your hair after you play racquetball with them. They're beauticians that play racquetball coaches.
Weird.
It's a sleepover.
Oh.
Yeah, for kids. Everyone's kids come.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had kids.
I just adopted them, yeah.
Oh.
They haven't had their first haircut yet, and it's important for me to be there with them.
I see.
I just have my kids do this racquetball thing, because it's free haircuts, by the way. You pay for dinner, but the haircuts are free.
It's nobody's birthday. There'll be no big surprise. The candles' flames were doused away by the teardrops from my eyes. Here we go. It's nobody's birthday. No need for presents at this time. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but mine. No, it's nobody's birthday but mine.
All right. Maui Girl 45 says, now that's a party.
If you sit on the toilet,
Wait,
bear
hold
down,
on.
and barely anything.
There's an ad playing here. Let's get rid of that. All right. Thanks, everybody. And thanks to HLS, also Kevin Lofton, for some great animation there. Ladies Lade says, damn, emotional video. Yeah, it's not lighthearted. It's pretty heavy. And it's based on sort of reality. Goldfish says, I'm really sad now, but that was really good. Well, you know, sometimes sad is good. I saw the movie Terms of Endearment, and I went in thinking it was going to be a comedy, but I couldn't have been more wrong about that. Pug Lady 2600 says, bear down U of A. Oh, University of Arizona? What's going on? There's a bear down there? Oh, Maui Girl 45 says, bear down. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Goldfish. Oh, yeah. Radmite says, wow. I'm glad that story wasn't based on anything real. That would be fucked up. Oh, no, certainly never happened to me. Jimmy Cheeseball says, when are you restocking your shop? Might have to do it in August. I just have to get through all the kind of weird schedule problems that I've had with some traveling and weddings and stuff like that, but I'm going to get back into it. It's something I can only do when I'm in town and I have time, because it takes me a long time to prepare the aprons. There's children screaming out in the hallway there. The Chow Daddy says, why did that sent twice? Let's see what you're talking about here. Is this in the alerts? Kalamazoo Dog. The Chow Daddy. Okay, Henry's Kitchen Fan 970 has a request for a song. I can go ahead and do it. It's going to be a real pick-me-up after that one. I'm going to look it up, though. Help Me by Jose Suicidio. It is listed on genius.com. I mean, Jose Suicidio would probably be embarrassed to be called a genius. I mean, if you use words like genius on somebody like Jose Suicidio, then what words have you reserved for incredibly gifted people like Socrates or Albert Einstein? Okay. Oh, wait, we've got to be changing pictures. We haven't been changing our pictures. I love this picture. Thanks, Gummy Cande. But we've got a bunch more here to go through. Capacious T, who also requested the song that we did. Okay. This says here, Game Master Flash just gifted a tier 3 sub. Thank you so much, Game Master Flash. That's very generous of you. And there's a message here. It says, did I miss the cooking? It's so hard to see you struggle through it, but it's a testament to your tenacity that you endure it with such grace for us, Henry. What would we do without you, King? Probably starve. Game Master Flash, that's very kind of you. I'm going to go easy on myself today. I'm just going to toast some English muffins, put some peanut butter and jelly on it, cut it the European way, and show you how I do it. And that's all I'm going to do today, because I had a really bad time making my breakfast sandwich for my monthly video. It was very, very difficult. So, okay, everybody. Pop-Tart Eater 47 says, what was the animated video? I had to have the stream on mute, so I wanted to look up the video. Yeah, let's see if I can find it. It's called Nobody's Birthday. And you can find it on the web page, or the YouTube page, KTL Manufactured Products, Nobody's Birthday. Okay. So let's take a look at this picture here. So Capacious T sent us this. Me want beer. Speaking of Game Master Flash and I, the nights at the meet and greets always end with he and I trying to find beer somewhere. Me want beer. Yeah, that person is very clear about the fact that they want beer, and reminds me a little bit of when one time my dad gave money to a guy who was asking for some money on the side of the road, and the other person in the car with us said, well, you know, that person's only going to use it to buy beer. And my dad said, well, then I'll buy him a beer. Roach Swallower says, me also want beer. Yeah, I don't think it's a very uncommon thing to want that. Dandy Face 94 says, stop pussy farting around, Henry. We're getting off. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We need to get some food going. TF is this guy, has just subscribed at the Prime level. Thanks for doing that. All right, we're going to find a good background for our Help Me song that was requested here by Henry's Kitchen Fan 1970. So I'm very sorry here. Dark Ages sent a cool picture. This is one of the pictures from Oregon, I presume. Wow, love the symmetry in that photograph and the beautiful bridge. It says a lot right there. That's really cool. It's mankind conquering nature. That's what I get out of it, and it's absolutely beautiful. Or at least working with nature to try to get across something that would have been naturally very difficult. Capacious T sends us this one. Looks to be a picture of a white picket fence. Yeah, this is a good one. I'm trying to find one specifically that we can use for the song Help Me. Parasitosis. Whoa, this is cool. Red Vox. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that band. But this one you kind of want to do a little bit of arena rock. I'm sure this is probably a little bit more alternative or grungy or something. Computer, tell me about the band Red Vox.
Red Rockers were an American New Orleans band that ran from 1979 to 1985, then reunited in 2023. They began as a punk trio, shifted to a smoother new wave sound, released 2 albums on 415, and scored their biggest hit China in 1983. Want to know more about their hit China and how they blended punk and new wave?
No thanks. As a matter of fact, that's not even the band that I was asking about.
Got it. Sorry about that mix-up.
All good, man. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and use this for the background here. This is Purple is a Fruit. Sends us this picture of, is this a harvest moon? Is that what you call that? Help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself anymore. I guess I'm just not interesting. I have no personality. I met a guy with cancer, and he felt sorry for me. I've always never been a social guy. I'm always making children cry, and I guess that's just the way it's meant to be. Help me make it out of bed, there's nothing out there for me anymore. I'm always coming in last place, getting dirt kicked in my face, and everyone pushes ahead of me, and no one stops to care. Curse the gods each day in vain for giving me this life of pain, when all I really need is a little hug. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself anymore. 15 years ago, Jose Suicidio wrote that song. Actually, yeah, let's take a look here. Is it possible to get a fact check from the moderators, if you're out there? Is this the 15th anniversary of the first Henry's Kitchen YouTube video? I think it is, and I didn't even think about it. How do we fact check that? I think we could probably look at the upload date of French toast, but I don't have time to do it. Hopeful Equinox sends us this cool pic. It looks like it's an unboxing with a little buddy in there. Look at that. Did you unbox your cat? That's very cool. Let's see what else we've got here in this box of tricks. August 4th, 2011 was the French toast video. Okay. Well, all right. Well, that's coming up. Anytime Chili for One was the second video. Yeah. So August 4th. Interesting. What day is August 4th? Well, the first is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so Wednesday, maybe we'll do some kind of anniversary. Maybe we'll make oven-baked French toast to commemorate 15 years of Henry's Kitchen. Roach Swallower says it's August 5th on my YouTube for some reason. Okay, well, that's good. That's good to hear, because August 5th is the one that we're going to do it on. We're going to do it on Wednesday. Okay, we're burning through these pictures here. Beanie Bobini sent us a picture here. These are, what are these called? I know Beanie Bobini said it in the captions, but I can't remember what it was called. Bleeding Hearts. Thank you, Fondue Yourself. All right, maybe we'll go ahead and use this as the background. There was another song that Capacious T wanted to hear. This one's got some history to it. It's One Toke Over the Line. This was a song by Brewer and Shipley from 1970. Gives an account of the origin of the song. One day we were pretty much stoned, and all Tom says is, "Man, I'm one toke over the line tonight." I liked the way that sounded, so I wrote a song about it. And then it started going around on the radio, and it became a very popular song. And famously, and you can see the video that Capacious T posted, but it was done on the Lawrence Welk show. The singers absolutely knew, everybody knew that this was a song about pot. There was a lot of controversy around it. The FCC was going around. This was a very conservative time. This would have been about 1971, I think, that the FCC was calling radio stations saying, "Hey guys, you want to think about whether this is responsible." One thing the FCC didn't do is tell them that they were going to take a look at their licenses and see if they could not renew them, even though they weren't up for renewal for several years. But this was a very interesting time, and the folks on Lawrence Welk, like Lawrence Welk, apparently never knew that the song was about pot, which is amazing to me. I think he was probably a little bit out of touch, but it was a interesting time in our history. And oh, we don't have time to do the song. Damn. Arch Davidson says the sequel, oh no, I Chased the Dragon Too Far, didn't do as well. Oh yeah, was that their follow-up? Sometimes when you get a hit like that, they want to sort of do more. They want to follow up, and it doesn't always work. Quanto says August 5th, 2011. That was a Friday that featured major theatrical movie releases like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That was a great movie. Significant escalation in the Syrian uprising. Oh yeah. And the launch of NASA's Juno spacecraft mission toward Jupiter. Wow. Is that thing still there? I haven't followed the Juno. It's been 15 years. I'd be curious to know. Angry Poo Poo 1 says, Welk played one hell of an accordion. Well, that's very nice of you to say, and I'm sure if Lawrence Welk were alive today, he took a lot of pride in his accordion playing. I think he would feel validated knowing that Angry Poo Poo 1 approved of his accordion playing. So that's a very nice thing for you to say, and I'm sure he accepts it with gratitude. Radmite says, congrats on being a world-renowned chef for 15 years. That's very nice of you, Radmite. And I don't remember, says Sag. TF is this guy. Thank you very much. And okay, I think it's time for us to do this song, One Toke Over the Line. Computer, tell me about the song One Toke Over the Line.
It's a 1971 folk rock hit by Brewer and Shipley, written after they were one toke over the line one night, and it peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to do this song. But I don't really know the verse part very well, but everybody knows the chorus, so I'm going to do the best that I can. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown on a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown on a railway station, one toke over the line. Who do you love? I hope it's me. I'm gonna talk this because I don't know how the melody goes. I've been changing, as you can plainly see. Sometimes the lyrics come out better when you talk them. I felt the joy and I learned about pain, and my mama said, if I should choose to make it part of me, would surely strike me dead. And now one toke over my line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. They should have had me on the Lawrence Welk Show. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I love when there's like extra syllables in there and I have to add an extra beat, thus ruining the whole fun, catchy part of the song. I sail away a country mile, and now I'm returning and showing off my smile. I met all the girls and I loved a few, and to my surprise, like everything else I've been through, they opened up my eyes. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping for the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. How does this part go? Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. That's what it is. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Durable Jazz Fist says you just have to pick every string and then extra syllables disappear. Yeah, that's a good idea. Pop Tart Eater 47 says Kristen Wiig was always the best performer on the Lawrence Welk show. Was she? Did she do a sketch where she was on there? That would be fun to see. She's very funny. I don't remember that one, but that would be, I'm picturing it and that would be hilarious. Okay. All right, everybody. We've done enough screwing around here. Well, we have a couple more pictures to scroll through. I don't like to have people go through the trouble of submitting pictures and not show them. Liberdaria is on some epic trip and sends this picture from Casa Bonita Cliff Diver. Whoa, this is really cool. Are you in the falls or something? Is this South America? I don't know where you are, but this is really cool. Liberdaria, are you there? We'd like to know more. Casa Bonita. Oh, Colorado. Okay. I was thrown. Official Shitter says, think I have a picture from the exact same spot. Wow, that's awesome. Dark Ages says, nice. I always wanted to go there, but we are bad planners, and I heard that you need to reserve way ahead of time. Wow, Maui Girl loves Casa Bonita. I'm going to have to go there sometime. Liberdaria says this is inside the restaurant. Wow, that is really cool. Casa Bonita, is that the name of the restaurant? I guess so, right? House. Beautiful house. Thanks for sharing that, Liberdaria. And Unsuccessfully Coping sends us this stop sign 3-way. Well, wait a second. I'm going to have to wrap my head around that. So 3 of them have to stop, but there's one that gets to just keep going. Seems like that would get complicated, but I guess it works. A 3-way stop sign. A 4-way stop sign is terrifying because nobody knows whether it's their time to go. I had a situation where I pulled up and the guy was on my right. So the rule is that you're supposed to go if you're the one on the right. So I just, did one of these, and the guy looks at me and he goes, like I'm the asshole. And I got pissed. I was like, no, you fucking go, man. And now we're getting angry. We're having a polite off or something. We were both trying to let the other person go, but we're pissed off about it. That's the way it is here. Beanie Bobini says that's very Minnesotan. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a universal thing. Okay. But anyway, I was so stubborn and the other guy was so stubborn that we just didn't go. We just stayed there all day long. And there was a huge line of cars behind us by the end. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, then if you go and he purposely hits you, it's your fault technically. Yeah, absolutely. Because he could say, it was my turn. Okay, let's go ahead. And Pisces Baby sends a really interesting pic. This is nice. Wow, is this from the plane? I like it. And this is a great background pic. Thanks for sending that, Pisces Baby. Maui Girl 45 sends us, finally, Maui Girl has found some bathrooms. Because remember, Maui Girl lives in the most beautiful place on earth. But unfortunately, the drawback is there's no toilet. But, not a bad trade-off because you've got these porta potties around. I've never been. I would love to go sometime. And Phaedrus, look at this. Is that a little lizard there? In some denim or something? Or what is that? I like it, whatever it is. Thanks, Phaedrus, for always sending us these cool pictures from the mysterious American Southwest. And Cad Jones sent us this one. This seems to be an abandoned vehicle of some sort. Very cool. Fabric pots. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you. Illy. Almost done here. WTF. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper's here. Now, how do they know? How do passersby know that they're not talking about Salt and Pepper, the rap band from the 90s? I guess that would be spelled Salt and Pepper, but you can't expect audiences to all know that. I would have been very confused about that. I would have been Salt and Pepper are here? Okay. Hammy Hams. Wow. Guacamole the game? I had no idea there was a game. Purple donut filling his fruit says 5-pronged fork. Where do you see that? I don't see that. Spellsling says that fork has 5 prongs. Illy says it's a 5-teen fork. Official Shitter says only $3. What a steal. Yeah, that would be a fun game to play. Okay, let's take... Oh, the previous image. Sorry, of course. The salt and pepper image. Yeah, that's too many prongs or tines. Computer, what's the difference between a tine and a prong?
A prong is a general term for any thin, pointed projection on an object, whereas a tine refers specifically to the sharp spikes on a fork or similar tool.
Okay, so tine would be more appropriate if you're talking about a fork. Okay, capacious
Got
tea.
it. When you're talking about a fork, tine is the right word for each sharp spike.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Miles Davis. Wow. This is a picture of Miles Davis sent to us by Capacious T. Apparently, just listening to records in his room. Is that a famous picture? That is really cool. Look at all that vinyl. That is very awesome. And Liberdaria sends another picture of some awesome scenery. Let's look at this one. Wow. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, everybody. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to enter the kitchen. And oh my goodness, where's my manners? I have not put up the tier 3 subscribers. But I've got them up there now. And we're going to make this food very quickly, but we've got some folks waiting on us to play a little bit of our game. We're going to play Backrooms. Has everybody seen the movie Backrooms? Very curious to know what you thought of it. I thought it was pretty great. And I was pretty impressed. Is that the one where there was a 20-year-old or a 26-year-old or somebody who made it? But it was pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get to work here. So a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, I don't have the time. I just simply don't have the time to get up and make all kinds of stuff with the Dutch oven. And that's one of the things that when you're watching these professional chefs, you kind of get the feeling that this is what they do all the time. It's not. A lot of times we as professional chefs are short on time just like you are, and we have to come up with something quick that's going to be filling, but it's going to provide us with nutrients like protein and carbohydrates. And that's what this is. I want to thank a couple of people here. Pass Me the Glue. Thank you very much for subscribing. And thanks, Radmite. Beanie Bobini says, I know the cashier told everyone I know they know about this. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, we've got the last of our Thomas's English muffins. Remember, we used this to make our Sad Dad Breakfast McSandwich, which was very difficult. I actually tried to make one for my monthly video, and it was, what is that? Is that okay? I hope this is okay. My stomach hurts from eating what I ate last night. Okay, these are fork split, so this should just sort of come apart. This is very similar to what you would do if you're trying to prepare a lobster tail or something like that. Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, why did I vote before the mold test? I'm not sure. Oh, I see. You guys are voting on whether this is going to be good or not. I think it's going to be hopefully okay. I don't see mold on there. I just see a indentation, which makes it look like somebody punched it in the gut or something like that. What is the expiration on here? July 25th. Computer, what is the date?
It's July 29th, 2026.
Okay. Computer, do you think my English muffin is okay if it expired 4 days ago? Hey!
English muffins are usually okay for a few days past their date if they're dry and stored. Well, but 4 days is risky. It's safest to toss them to avoid potential mold or stale texture.
Are you kidding me? Gummy Candy says it's just an air pocket, no mold.
I'm very serious. Except when I'm not. But yeah, 4 days past the date is pushing it for English muffins. They can develop mold or go stale pretty quickly.
Official Shitter says you should be fine. Okay, well, we've gotten the approval from Official Shitter. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I don't have a choice in this matter. Where would you have me go? Okay. Let's cook it a little extra though, so that if there is mold on there, we're kind of covering our asses. So this is a fancy toaster. Look at this. There's all these settings. Bagel, defrost, reheat, cancel. I think I'm going to put it on cancel. And let's just go ahead and have that going. And meantime, we can prep our other ingredients here. First, I want to throw this away. I think this we could probably put it in the recycling. Let's check in on brisket. It's just those little ears popping up. We're seeing an eye. We see one eye of brisket, so we know that she's awake. Pug Lady says low E animal. Yeah. This is the era of depressed animals. Schneebs plays brisket, hard at work sleeping. Yep. That's pretty much all she does. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. I've got some creamy peanut butter. I like the creamy peanut butter. The ones with where it's always got the notes, what am I saying? The crunchy nuts. Just seems kind of like you're getting a little extra there. I don't know. I don't like it. Here, let's. I want to also show you a trick. This is a trick that my grandma taught me that she said is a peanut butter and jelly sandwiches were very popular in prison. And as a lot of you know, my grandmother went to prison for white collar crime. And I think there might have been some blue collar crime there too. But she said she got released early because of good behavior, and part of the way that she was able to do that is by being a cook. For at the prison, they apparently let you do these activities, and she was a cook. And one thing that she learned during that whole process, woo, that's fucking hot, and it doesn't even have the toasty feel to it. But what are we gonna do? Anyway, so a lot of people you'll see take two knives. They'll use one knife for the peanut butter. Well, you can't put that same one in there because then you're going to taint the jelly with peanut butter. Well, I'm going to show you the trick that my grandmother taught me, and you're going to be amazed because it's going to teach you that you can actually just use one knife for this, and it's going to blow your mind. Meantime, I want to say thank you to Purple Donut Filling His Fruit for gifting a Tier 1 sub to Henry's grandma. Thank you very much. My grandma's dead, but thank you very much for that. And Pass Me the Glue says it's impossible. No, it's not impossible. And I'm going to show you. Number 1, start with the peanut butter. If you feel free to write all these things down. Choose a side. I'm going to go ahead and choose the smaller one. I don't think that part matters. And I'm going to cover it with our peanut butter. Okay. And then this is the part that blew my mind. Take your knife. Take the clean piece of bread that you haven't used and wipe it off on that bread. You're going to be eating peanut butter and jelly mixed together. So we don't mind getting peanut butter on this. That's what's smart about this. And look at that. I'm cleaning off the knife so that there's very little, if any, peanut butter on here. Now, I can freely take the knife and scoop up some jelly without being worried that I'm going to taint my jelly jar with peanut butter, even though there's really no eating jelly without peanut butter, so I don't really know that it matters that much. But that's just a little trick that my grandma said that she learned during her time in the joint. And Parasitosis says, but now there is crumbs on the knife, no? Oh yeah, well now the knife needs to be washed, but we still saved that jar of jelly. And you can also take a napkin or a paper towel and do it something like that. Okay, and then this part you've all seen. This part's falling apart. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. Gummy Candy says it looks yummy so far. It does. I'm looking forward to this. Kelpie says, wait, so we could have just wiped the knife in between? Oh yeah, I guess you're right. We could have just wiped the knife on the paper towel. Oh, but then we'd be losing some of the peanut butter. And peanut butter is expensive. Okay. What we're going to do now is very difficult. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't want you to feel false expectations. You're going to try this. I would say try this next thing without peanut butter and jelly on it, just to make sure you've got the motion right. But what we're doing is we're going to very quickly combine these. But you got to do it quick. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess of peanut butter and jelly all over the place. So don't go too slow on this. Just kind of get your thoughts together. Box breathing. Do you know what box breathing is? That's inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, all right, that's a little harder to do than I thought. Bobbin says, "Don't pass out." Yeah, the part that was difficult was breathing, was holding the breath when I was at the end of my breath. That's hard to do, and maybe don't do that. I don't want people, dying out there. Pop Tart Eater 47 says, "For some reason, when I try this on the bus, I get asked to get off the bus." Yeah. Dazzlecat says boxers do this. That's why they call it box breathing. Oh, I thought it was because it was making a square. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Just all I'm saying is relax. Get your 2 halves of the sandwich. Focus. You got to do this quick, otherwise it's going to get all over the damn place. Look at that. Perfect. I didn't get any jelly. The jelly is the stuff that always really does it. Peanut butter too. Look at that. Perfect. But again, I've been doing this a long time. So I don't want you to feel like you suck because you can't do it. All right, now the cutting. There are so many arguments. If you go online, you're going to see people say, well, I do the American way, which is straight down the middle. The other way to do it is diagonal, which is European. Okay, so I like the diagonal. I guess it's because I'm more formally trained in YouTube cooking, but the European way just tastes a little bit better for me, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go from the top left to the bottom right, and we're going to cut this diagonal like so. Still trying to make sure everything doesn't come flowing out of the sandwich. I guess maybe a sharp knife would be what you want to do, but I didn't think about that. Okay, do some more wiping off. Cascading is what Nice Smile 3125 calls it. Game Master Flash says, oh, I always cut it in half and then turn the plate 45 degrees. You could do that. That's what you call a workaround. But anyway, all right. Well, so we've got a sandwich here, and it looks pretty good. I'm going to taste it. And as long as that bread was good, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. It's much smaller than I would have thought. Pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I can't say it's fucking delicious because, yeah, Nice Smile. If I said it was fucking delicious, then what am I going to reserve for some of that stuff that we made a couple weeks ago? Like, what did we make? Onion soup or something? It was just incredible. Nice Smile 3125. You looked like you were in pain. Well, I think that was because I always have kind of a look of consternation on my face. I have resting consternation face. Beelsby says, decent work, Henry. Thank you very much. I'm going to say this was pretty good. I'm going to have one more bite. This is only 4 bites of food. That part's not that great. But I think we're going to go ahead and play Backrooms now. Looking forward to getting back into this game. Oh, Gandalf says, hey, hair looks great, Henry. Thank you very much, Alexander Dean. All right, everybody. This is pretty good. That's a nice breakfast. That's all I wanted today. We're going to go back to making the hard stuff, but today I just needed a win. I went to bed last night after eating that homemade turkey McBreakfast sandwich, and I just thought I was going to shit the bed. Durable Jazz Fist says, is Backrooms scary? I think it's rated, is it PG or something like that? Spellsling says the Korean bibimbap dish you made. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right, let's go ahead and pull out our gaming equipment here. Z Bradbell says, did your grandma make the hard stuff in prison as well? I think so. Roach Swaller says, had to go back to the basics. Keep the skills honed. Yes, absolutely. It's a very important part of what we do here. Craft and Table, thank you very much for subscribing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start this game. There's going to be a lot of rigmarole here. I always have difficulty, but it's going to start with putting on the headphones. I should make a checklist. Uh-oh. I scared Brisket. Brisket's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm trying to get a little sleep here. I don't approve of Brisket's foul mouth. Okay. Going back to sleep there. Not much going on. Okay, so we're going to put on, we've got the desktop audio going. And this is always, it's always difficult, but I'm going to do the best that we can. Okay, Dark Ages and Game Master Flash are in the lobby. I'm going to join their game. I have to go to the variety situation here.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Yep, you're back.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, now I gotta find the game so that I can stream it.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know why it crashed like that. That's so annoying.
Yeah, could be a download started in the background.
Yeah, who knows? It wouldn't be Henry's Kitchen if there wasn't some problem. I actually literally have a hard time sleeping just because I'm thinking about technical problems. Okay,
It's
now
Quantum, wake him up.
He's
already up. He's got a kid.
He made a
together.
D's jokes earlier. I think that was Quantum.
Oh yeah, no, that was brilliant. That was excellent. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go to the game. Okay, so this is where I ask everybody, do you hear me? Do you see me? Well, wait, if you want to see me, we're going to have to put on the... There I am. Are you guys there, the users? Uh-oh, what happened? I don't hear you now.
I can.
Oh,
I can
okay.
see
You mean
you
the gamer
fine.
users?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. We're here. We're here.
Okay.
Sorry.
I didn't want to butt in.
Sorry, yeah, I meant you guys, but I guess that, I could see how that was not specific enough. Okay.
So we're just gonna start from the first level so you can experience it fully, because I think you were dealing with some issues the first time around. So this time around you can get scared with us.
Okay, sounds good. Now, what do I do here on this screen?
I'd say I just probably next or back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hit next and see what happens. There you go. Okay, perfect.
Okay, exit.
And, yeah. No, do not hit exit.
Well, how do I get out of this?
Dark
Oh,
starts
you're good.
the
This is the. I'll start it up. Here we go.
Oh, I see. That might have been something we did last time.
Right now, hopefully we can all hear and see each other.
Yeah.
Yep, I see. Yep, we're all here.
Testing. Help.
What's everyone's number?
Oh, I don't.
I can't see who's
We
name.
see
You're
your
one.
one.
Elise.
Okay. Well, that way we
Henry,
know.
maybe he's loading.
I'm not.
Can't hear him.
Henry, can you hear
Yeah,
us?
yeah, I hear
okay,
you
cool.
fine.
Oh yeah, you're.
I was
snack.
eating my sandwich.
Oh.
A delicious midday treat.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's
It's private.
sometimes it's nice to just make something basic and enjoy it. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what should we do?
All right, so our missions right now are record an entity, record a smiler on the pitfalls, record the pitfalls during a blackout, and find tapes. So basically, I guess walk around as a group, find some tapes, and take some videos of entities. I think 2 of them will be checked off if we find the smiler.
Yeah, forget the smiler.
Yeah. And if you hit tab,
I got a tape.
you can see all
Nice.
the objectives and where we are in it. If you hit tab, it'll
Yeah.
bring the menu up.
I can't
And then
remember.
C brings up
C-
the camera.
Perfect.
Yeah, C is the camera and T is your flashlight.
Tab and
Oh yeah,
see.
T. I didn't remember that.
Oh yeah, torch.
Jabroni Bozo says, "Help! I'm scared." Yeah, this is a scary game, but I believe we found out it was rated like PG-13 or something like that, so it's actually safe depending on your tolerance.
There's a little bit of fear in this, but
There's some scares, and as with the movie. Oh yeah, I like these holes because you can get in here and hide.
yeah. And there's also treats in there for you. I don't know who put them there, but
Wow, really?
That came before.
That's
Yeah.
the dark. It's the dark room fairy.
Because there's scary stuff that comes out.
yep. Nothing yet so far seems.
Ladies Late says, "Am I playing the same people as last time?" Well, yeah, certainly a few of them. I mean, we got Dark, Lisi, we've got Beelzebub, and Game Master Flash. Who else do we got here?
I think it's all of us.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, Dark E, Lisi, Flash. I think Boner may have been here last time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Boner might have been here.
Maui Girl says, "I just had some scary stuff come out."
What does that mean?
I don't know. Uh-oh.
Ear fart.
Could be. And so we don't want to go in that, right? Yeah.
There's the pitfalls.
Oh boy. So we want to record. I got another videotape. I'm killing it. Got a nice little hiding place because at some point this monster is going to come out.
I know it stresses me out, like just waiting for it to start screaming.
This is a good hiding space. Now you know what I would do in real life if we were on a mission.
Same. I don't think I'd ever leave out the wall holes. I would die there.
How do I stand up? Am I just crawling? I got 2 videotapes. How many more do we need?
So we
Wow.
need 11 more.
Oh my goodness. Purple Donut Filling his fruit says, I like the Cookie Monster. Is the Cookie Monster in this game? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Where am I? Am I dead?
Turn on your flashlight. If you hit T, you can turn on your torch.
Oh my god, a hole.
Durable Jazz Fist says this is scary. What the fuck? Yeah, it is pretty scary. Is that monster still out there?
He's out here somewhere.
Okay, so how do I record stuff?
Yeah, he's not over
Are
the
we
pitfalls,
supposed to record this thing?
It's gotta
Oh
be
my
over
god,
the
run!
pitfalls.
Uh-oh.
Why?
The smiley was after me, I thought.
Okay, we're back.
You can hit R to whistle.
Is that Henry? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, what else here? We got to do... Let's find some of these
have to
videotapes. Oh, yeah. How do I check my
you're so
inventory?
close. Hit tab.
Tab.
And then you'll see like on
we've
the
got
ground like
6.
granola and pop and stuff. When you pick those up and later when your sanity's low, you can eat it and it'll help.
Oh, yeah.
Those you'll usually find in like the holes in the wall. Or even on the ground.
I can't seem to touch any of these things. Record a smiler on the pitfalls. Find VHS. All right, I'm going to find some more VHS tapes. That I can do.
Sounds good.
I was actually good at that. Come on, VHS tapes. Where are you? I love that this new generation of filmmakers are terrified by VHS tapes. Oh, here we go. Boy, we're not in Kansas anymore. Felt like that was appropriate. Sociopathogen. Uh-oh. Where's a hole? I need a hole. I need a hole. Where's a fucking hole? Oh, fuck. I'm dead. I'm dead, guys. Hey, nice knowing you. Oh. I think I just got saved. Oh no. Oh no. I need a hole to crawl into.
I'm dead. I need help.
Where are you? Oh! I'm dead.
Oh no, Henry got hit too.
I'm walking around with my stupid flashlight on. That wasn't smart. Sharded69, thanks for joining us. Durable Jazz Fist says he got scared of me.
I attempted to lure him away from you and he just killed me, so it didn't work.
Well, wait, if you're dead, how do I hear you talking?
We're both injured severely. We just need a.
I see a videotape right there. There is a videotape.
Yeah, I can't pick it up though. It says Days of Our Lives. Oh, shh. He's back. Oh, good. At least he left us alone.
How come he walked right past us?
Because we're dead, technically. Uh-oh. Oh, there's Flash. Help. Help. I just saw him run off.
Gotta get that videotape.
Yeah, right? Hopefully one of them, I'm like whistling. Maybe they'll hear me. They must be on the other side. Oh, I hear them.
Oh, I can't pick up a videotape because I'm too dead?
I hear you. I'm coming.
Ugh.
Okay,
Hey.
drink some of this. Pick these up and drink some of those almond waters.
The dark dye.
Where? Oh, yeah? Oh, nice call.
Yeah, over here. And then, the dark run.
Hey, look at me, you piece of crap. Follow me. You can't catch me. I'm so fast. You suck.
Flash yelling at it.
Where's the hole when you need it? Okay, I feel good now.
Okay.
I just need a hole to crawl into so I can just sort of gather my thoughts.
Okay, so did Flash die then, I'm assuming?
He was making a here's a hole. Okay, I'm just going to chill in here, drink my vitamin water or whatever. Uh-oh. The fuck is that now? Queef Evil says, Henry, have you ever met someone named Mike Litteris? Mike Litteris? I don't think I know. Is that a comedian, Mike Litteris? Do you guys know Mike Litteris? Durable Jazz Fist says, I've never even considered almond water before. Oh, what's this? Feels so good being in this hole. Guys, let me know when it's okay to get out of the hole.
I mean, he's chasing Flash, so we should be okay to go the opposite direction. Uh-oh. I heard him say, oh dear, which makes me think maybe he was caught. I'm going to go check it out.
Oh boy. All right, I'm going to just sit here and gather my thoughts. Let's look at what we're doing. Oh, we only have 3 more videotapes to get. Somebody recorded a smiler. That's awesome. Find almond water now. Oh, jeez.
Oh, do you need some?
Apparently so. I must have been way insane.
Yeah, here, I have some extra. I carry them in case anyone in the party needs it. So, there's that and that.
And I just...
And then your sanity bar will go up as you drink it.
Oh, I see. So I have to actually drink it.
Yeah.
That's a different step. Okay, well, I might have a bunch of it and haven't... how do I drink it?
Right click and click use.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's plenty. No, I've got more if anybody needs it.
Okay, cool. Same.
I didn't know you had to actually... Oh, fuck. Okay, where's that hole?
I don't know where he is, but...
Can he see in the dark?
I think so, but I'm going to try.
Oh, what's that?
And,
oh, is that a smiler?
Hold a hole and try and find more...
How do I turn on my camera?
C.
Of course.
Something scared the crap out of me.
Oh my
A
goodness.
smiler, I think, got me almost.
What does the smiler do to you?
Apparently he scratched me and slowed me down, and my ears are ringing in the game.
Oh, they make you insane, probably.
Yeah.
I need a hole to crawl into.
Oh my god, the smiler got me again. Damn, why do I keep doing that?
I'm gonna do the ostrich head in the sand.
Oh, I hear flash. Oh, I also hear that monster though. Oh, he's loud.
I'm still good on sanity. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Sorry about the language, guys. This is terrifying. Get me out of here. I just want a hole. I guess I'm just gonna crouch in this alcove. Huh. Still good on sanity. I don't know if I can't tell my stamina. Need 2 more tapes. Oh, there's a hole. See you guys. Give me another tape. I'm going to follow the yellow line. That's something I haven't done. Oh. Return to the elevator. I gotta find that yellow line. Where's the fucking elevator? Here we go. Ah! 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 Get in the hole. No, no! I'm dead! Oh. That thing sucks. Get me into that hole. Durable Jazz Fist says, this is all so evil and scary. Yeah, it's Backrooms. Have you seen the movie? You gotta check it out. It's pretty evil. Hey, what's up?
Shit.
Uh-oh, here, there's a hole. That worked. Durable Jazz Fist says, why do they do this? Yeah, I guess I don't know what their backstory is, what these evil creatures are, but why couldn't they just be nice to us? Purple Donut Filling His Fruit says, can you fit 2 in the hole? I don't know. Sociopathogen says, is that the tickle monster, Henry? Did he tickle you to death? I don't know. He doesn't sound like a tickler. Let's check our sanity here. What is this? Drop. Inspect. Back in the hole.
Oh my god, there it is.
Where are you, Lisi? I heard you talking. Where are you? Queef Evil says someone's got to wash those carpets. Shit's ugly. Yeah, these are some pretty well worn ones. I want to get back to that elevator. Can we try that?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm going to the elevator. No, come on. Here we are. They can't get us in here, right?
We did it!
Well, we're still short flash and dark.
Yeah, I think they're both dead.
Oh.
So right here it says 3 out of 3. That's how many people were alive.
All right. And that was the first level?
Yep. Yeah, there's a little bit more to go down the hallway, and then it'll lead us to the second level.
Okay. Well, I think we'll go to the second level, and then we'll continue there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Whoa. Is there an inspection notice on that elevator? It didn't feel like it was up to code. I think I made that joke the first time we saw that. Oh, what's happening here? This is fine. It says Royal Flush 9.
I think we probably
Oh,
follow
right.
the yellow line.
Yes, follow the line.
Okay.
I believe it was here.
Hello?
No, Royal Flush 9, they're back.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Nice job, team.
Yeah, you did it, guys. Great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, I contributed a little bit by cowering in the hole. And then
I led the monster away several times and then my game crashed.
I got a couple of VHSs. Okay, well, I think this is probably the time. Are we ready so that we can pick it up again where we left off?
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll pick it up here next time.
All right, everybody. Great seeing you. Great playing with you.
Yeah, same.
And talk to you guys soon.
Yeah,
sounds
Take
good.
care,
Thanks,
Andy.
honey.
Always a good time.
Have a good one.
See ya. Push exit. Yes. All right, everybody. Check. Well, that was a good time. Are you still... Whoops. Are you still with me? It's very hot here. Computer, what is the current temperature?
It's 87 degrees right now, but feels like 102. Today's high is 89 with a low of 65. Heads up, there's a heat advisory from Thursday through Sunday with temperatures hitting 90 to 100.
Whoa. Okay, everybody. It's very fucking hot. Oh, we gotta do...
No kidding. With that 102 degree feels like temperature, you're basically living in a convection oven right now. Stay cool and hydrated out there.
Yeah. I didn't know we were still having a conversation there.
Huh. Yeah. I'm still here lurking in the background like a helpful digital ghost. What can I help you with?
Nothing right now. I'm actually doing a live stream.
Cool. Go crush it.
Thanks. Hey, computer, what do you think of this riff right here? Computer, can you hear my guitar riff? Okay, either he hates it or he's just pretending to not hear it. Sociopathogen. Computer, what do you think of this tasty lick?
I can't actually hear or taste anything from here, but if you're talking about a musical lick or riff, I'd love to know what you're playing.
I'm playing a blues riff in E.
Nice. E blues is such a sweet spot for riffs. With your taste for the moody blues and rock, I bet you're cooking up something good.
Yeah.
Keep jamming.
Thanks. Teaser Tuesday has a great point. It can't hear. Yeah, that's very interesting. Codacy says, computer reminds me of my dad. Parasitosis, how can he hear you but not the music? Selective listening? Yeah, I used to do that with my roommate who played the harmonica. Okay. Queef Evil asked what kind of guitar this is. This is a Guild. It's a beautiful little 3/4 parlor guitar. The electronics don't work anymore, but this was always my travel guitar, and I like it a lot, but it doesn't work. Maybe I'll use this. I don't see why I couldn't use this thing as a guitar pick. You might not be able to see it, but it's one of those things that holds the Thomas's English muffins. Okay, we're going to do a song to say thank you to you, the users of Henry's Kitchen. And by users, I mean the folks, anybody with a username. You could be on Discord, Twitch, you could be on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But if you're a user and you enjoy Henry's Kitchen, I want to thank you. And I also want to give a shout out to all the people that contribute to this show with some role. Also the big name streamers who've given us collaborations, plus the tier 3 subscribers. This song goes out to them. Sharded69 says the computer is kind of like trying to explain how music sounds, but you can only use sign language. Yeah, that's right. It's difficult to do. This is to the tune of Roger Miller's classic song, the King of the Road. Here we go. Fawcan and Dingo Bob, Dom Beef Hot Bear 1110, Do Dingle Dog Ogle, Dr. Flanges and Bacchus, sing along. Shane, yes, Beelzebub, Mochi's Nirvana, it's Kate Kairosa, Bumble Vision and the LGX, Chef Reactions, Husky Boyle, Bill Arkin Music, The Twilly, and Pug Lady 2600. Sing along. Nim Moon Moon Amaru, Orca Mind, S-Fand, and Bonnie too. Dazzle Cat, Blurry Little Quest, and Boris, and Vanilla, and Parasitosis, and don't forget Beanie Bo Beanie and Quanto. D's Nuts, Game Master Flash, Mimsy Coon, the Cat Food Taste Tester, Cheernex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Head, Hibachi, Ransom, GRS, Tissley, Shell, Heppy, Lacey T, Purple Donut Filling his Fruit Tankard, and Boris and Ben and Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey, ASMR, Lurk, Bull, Shannis, Nova Galarian, Mr. Gooseberry, BT, BK69, Rose Tower 007, and Royal Flash 9, Embry 225, Yarchasm, Nico Tazo, Michael Bublé 4422, Potato Cap, Raider, Passion, Error, Minho, Shin, 64, Midnight Faded, GSBX Fan, SD Tissin, Pool Boy, 79, and Dazzle Cat, Zod, Bane, and Toke My Nuts. Saguaro, Ooh, Burrito, 55555, Dinosaur, I Slap Cat Butts and JB's Tag, Sickly Boy, Nails of Me, Lips 1 in Caitlin's Kitchen. And don't forget Quanto. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, the green screen is on, so if anybody's wondering why some of the stuff looks odd, like this jelly. Whoa. It's a portal into a mountainous region that Liberdaria just sent a picture of earlier. Pretty cool. Let me do something fun here. Oh, look at that. Roast beef. Watching the show from another world. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for joining us, and I want to thank the users for playing games with us. That was a lot of fun. Dark Ages, Beelzebub, Lisi, Game Master Flash. Am I leaving anybody out? Hopefully not. Thanks, Beanie Bo Beanie, for being a great intern. Thanks, everybody. Unsuccessfully Coping says, I just missed the stream, so I'll have to rewatch. You can always rewatch it. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you next time. I'm sorry, I won't see you on Sunday because I'll be at a wedding, but I'll be back on Wednesday, and then I won't be taking them off anymore. But it's the summertime, and you got to decompress a little bit. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday.